So you actually can't see much of the green. It's just the flag from here, isn't it, Kim?
Yeah, and it just shows you the dip is probably about 35, 40 feet.
It is, it's pretty deep. Look,
Yeah.
you know, up there is where you're hitting, up in the middle of the shot there.
That's why it's so scary for the high handicap golfer.
Yeah, definitely. It's
all that bundu in the way. You know that word bundu?
bundu, no, what does that mean?
It's from Africa.
Is it really?
It means the big grass.
The big grass. I like that. It's a bit bundu.
It's
very
bundu a lot.
Right, Kim, talk me through this. What's going on here?
Well, after my 8-iron tee shot, which is about a half a club out, I've now got a pretty difficult putt coming up here on this 12th green. From a lower level, it's about 35 feet, I suppose, in total.
Yeah.
And the important thing here, quite obviously, is to get the pace right, because the pin is actually in a very difficult position. It's not that far over the top of the crest. So getting the distance right here is very important. And it's more important to err on the strong side than it is on the weak side.
And why is that?
Well, because if you're short at all, you're going to come right back and maybe even off the green.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So you've got to do the job of making sure here you give it plenty, okay?
And the bank is right here. You can't quite see it from this angle.
Yeah.
You see it from side on, but then, yeah, and it's what we've got, maybe 8 to 10 feet of flat before, after the bank, really, and then...
Oh, maximum, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're short...
Yeah, it's important to get this distance right, and certainly give it plenty, rather like we talked about the tee shot earlier on.
Absolutely.
Okay, here's the tip. When you're faced with a shot like this, don't just rely on your eyes. I'm going to walk up along the length of the putt here, and what I'm relying upon now is my feet.
Yes.
As I walk up this slope, I can suddenly feel the steepness of the slope, and that's feeding back to my brain and telling me how much harder I've got to hit the ball than normal to get there. So your feet are feeding back the information all the time and getting to here. Also, I'll have a look behind the hole, see if I've missed anything from the other side. I can see it's not only uphill, but it actually curves a little bit this way from right to left as I'm going to putt it.
And that's something I think high handicappers don't do as much, isn't it? And why would you say that is, Kim? Would you say that's a habit of playing a bit too quickly?
Yeah, a little bit, but also they don't think about, you've skied, right?
Yes, yeah.
The fall line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ryan, come back this way with me. Come back here for a second with me.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yes.
The fall line here, in other words, straight down the slope, is here, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
From the other side there, we're coming slightly across the fall line.
Yeah.
So the ball is going to move a little bit from right to left as it gets up the slope.
Yeah.
Once it gets over the slope, strangely, on this particular putt, the ground comes slightly this way. So it's actually a double breaker.
Yes, yeah.
But the main break is from the right-hand side as I putt.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a go, shall I?
So I'm looking forward to seeing you sink it, to be honest with you.
Thank you so much.
Let's see.
I'm aiming up the right-hand side, about 3 feet actually.
So roughly here, you've got maybe a 7 feet back, but you know what? 7 feet back is better than the same putt again, isn't it?
Yeah, or even a chip.
Yeah, or even a chip. So Kim, now that you've got that short putt for par,
yeah,
put me under pressure, haven't you? I'm on the edge here. Now, as a mid-handicapper, hoping to be low one day, but I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the break coming off. It's going to be quite quick. Caution and danger here is I'm going to end up chipping down where you were, right? If I hit this too hard. So I'm thinking about line and I'm thinking about pace. So look, what I'm going to do is I'm looking at the line. I've walked around like you did, and I can see that we're breaking about 4 feet from the right.
You think you're going to come from the right 4 or 5 feet?
I think.
Do you know what? What's influencing you to say that is the lie of the ball here on the slope.
Yes, yeah.
You felt the slope here, but if you feel the slope where you are now,
yes,
there's not much slope there now, is there?
No, yeah.
So it might feel that you're going to aim way right, but I would say 2 feet maximum.
Here?
Yeah, I would say so.
2 feet.
Max.
Should we meet in the middle at 3? So I'm going to go with the pro. I'm going to go with the pro. 2 feet.
Do you see what I mean about what what you're feeling here?
I do, yeah. You know what? And this is really interesting, right? Because yeah, I'm feeling that, and then I know there's a slope up to here.
Yeah.
And then I suppose it does flatten off here.
Yes, it does.
It does flatten off. So yeah, I'm probably compensating a bit too much.
But when the ball is going at its fastest, it doesn't take the slope so much, remember?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So all right, let's try 2 feet and pace. All right, 2 feet. Let's gauge this. How am I for 2 feet?
Yeah, that's good now.
Pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
Let's have a look at our pace.
And look, hardly any turn.
Interesting.
But in the end, it was more like 18 inches, or
it was
if
less,
that.
wasn't it? Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, so I think maybe there's 2 things that happen with higher handicap golfers. I think they either apply way too much, or go straight at the hole.
Yeah,
And,
usually they undercook it.
Yes.
But because we'd had our chat earlier on about me feeling the slopes,
Yes.
you were influenced by that at the start of the putt.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting, eh?
Fascinating. But there we go.